Well, let me. I hope so. Okay.
It's married. It's married. It's married.
Who's married? Who's married? So confused right now. You're awesome. Hello, everybody. I'm gonna let you just enjoy this for right now. Oh, thank you. You're awesome.
The children sing.
Barrett, you're awesome. Whoever just helped me, thank you. You didn't, yeah, sit up. You said I'm sitting on it. Thank you. This is why I believe in this stuff now. So, welcome to the Samuel Spirit stream, live free stream. I'm not sure if you can hear me right now because I'm not listening to the live yet. Let's look at this. Let's figure this out. Now, hi everybody. We're gonna go, hi Twitter X people. How are you doing? I'm not gonna see any comments that you bring. You'll have to send me messages. But I am Samuel Spirit. I talk to spirits through spirit boxes. I'm also a holistic vegan. Right now, there's some really cool things going on. I'm in Utah, Bountiful, Utah. So I heard that there's certain things that are happening. Hi, Twitter people. Looks like
True.
more. Yeah, true. The spirits are very talkative today, so I don't believe or disbelieve in this, but there is something to it. And they just helped me find my mic that I was sitting on. They said, sit up or get up. Or I was telling me that I was sitting on the headset. So yep, their friend. They've helped me with a lot of things, so I believe there's something to this, as if there's beings around us. I think this whole realm is a truly show matrix world, personally, but there are beings within this world that are here to help, or at least help through whatever reasoning they choose to help in, whatever they are. So here we go. I don't believe or disbelieve, but there is something. Okay. So basically, I'm in Utah. They said they won't harm you. They're good beings. I set boundaries. It's always good to set boundaries. They'll tell me do the bowl. I have a Tibetan singing bowl. I'll do tuning forks. That's what this live free stream is. I do tuning fork healings. I'm actually going to do this for an hour, and then I'm going to go on TikTok, Samuel Spirit 12, and do a live free stream there. Right now, I'm streaming on Twitter X, and I'm calling it Twitter X. On X and on YouTube, and then we'll go. Then I'll go to TikTok and do it there. But this is a recording stream for Twitter X and for YouTube, so that people can rewatch this and hear the tunes or hear the information as many times as they're able to. Yep. Anyway, let's get into what's a lie. Vesson. Oh, they're calling someone a Vesson. But they said that that's a lie. So not all of you, they're calling one of you a Vesson, but I don't think you're a Vesson. Could be that you're a CEA. Or you're, I don't think you're an HCT. Maybe you are. If you don't know what those terms are, I know what those terms are. I'm awake to a lot of things that not very many people are aware of, and I try to inform and let you be aware of it. Because I have a heart of doing the right thing. I listen to what I call the heart spark. I listen to within me. I'm not religious. I'm spirituality. Religious to me is political and divisive and dangerous.
Graciousness.
It's all about being unconditional love, no abuse love. So being there for everybody is equal as self-care, self-love, self-worth. I bring up knowledge that's actually prolonged my life, saved my life. But that I caught on to things in 2015. And Utah, right now, I heard from a Canadian friend that I didn't even know. And then I looked it up, and she said, did you hear? Your state is the first state that basically banned fluoride in the water. I'm like, seriously? Awesome. So I looked into it because I've been trying to warn people about doing fluoride for a long time. what it's designed for. But it's not just fluoride; it's chlorine, chloride, all of those ides, all those chemical controls that they put in the water. I've been trying to warn people about it for years, and I'm like, why aren't they correcting it? Now that's the first thing that the Utah game system puppeteers have done right. So somehow I knew something would happen in April. I had dreams and visions that told me things would happen in April. I was hoping it would be this April, and I think it is. Because with that happening, that was the first thing I caught on to when I awoke in 2015. I had abduction experience, weird experiences that woke me up to what's really going on in this world. It got me to question things about the food and everything. And fluoride was one of the first things that I caught on to. One of the first. And I reacted, and that's why I was always concerned about showering. I was always concerned about doing stuff. I didn't like going into fluoride or chlorine pools. I always reacted to chlorine a lot. And fluoride is similar to that connection. And so because I caught on to that, my body would react to things. And I wondered, why are they reacting? And when they were reacting, they started reacting around 2012. I started recognizing in 2012 I was reacting to stuff. And I was like, why am I reacting to things in 2012? Like, what's going on? But I didn't know that that's what was happening. And then I caught on to it later. It's the foods, it's the things that they're doing, the water supplies. So I started to change what's been done to me. I tried to talk to people to tell them, we need to stop this, we need to stop causing this. I even called the poison control line on the back of a fluoride toothpaste or fluoride stuff and said, why are we putting this in the water? Why are we doing this? This is poisoning us. I said, and they said, oh, parts per million, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, wait, hold on. It's going to build over time. And I actually talked to poison control back then, telling them. I even called the water people for the Utah Department of Health or whatever it is, and they gave me documents of what the water is in Bountiful so that I could find out what to go on. Then I started going to well water, but then I didn't feel good about well water. Then I went for different water that was supposed to be reverse osmosis and ultra whatever. So that's how I usually get my water. I go and buy my water and put it in glass containers. And I go to Walmart and I go to somewhere else and put it in glass containers, and the glass containers get rid of what the filtered water doesn't. And so I went and did that, and my body reacted and healed more than doing the tap water or any of the other stuff. Plus, if you put things in copper and all these other things, copper, silver, gold, you'll be able to reverse a lot of things. That's why people try to promote the correlate silver or correlate silver or gold. They try to promote that. And I've done the gold and I've done the silver. The gold is a good one. You can get it on TikTok Shop. You can get it other places. But they put monk fruit in it and others. And so I have promoted that product. But here's the thing about it. It's vegan. I'm also a holistic vegan. So I'm into the whole connection to what's right and compassionate. Not just for us, but also for the animals. And I try to stay away from GMOs as much as possible, and I would recommend to grow your own food. But now the foods and things are finally changing with the new political changes or people that are running the U.S. now. They're finally doing something. I had a dream that something would happen, that something by April would finally, something in New York would happen that would free the controls that have been happening to us for decades. Now, according to the astrology knowledge, on here, I'm trying to bring this up so I can see if you hear me properly. On, I would say it was. Let's see. How do I put this? Basically, within the knowledge of the information we've been told, things have finally changed for the better for ourselves. Because what has happened is, I would say it was probably divine intervention. Could be Nasara, Gasara knowledge, all of that stuff, for those of you that know what that is. But they finally they said the dreams and the visions showed me that something would happen in New York that would correct what's been going on for a while. It was connected to Hebrew 11, verse 39, 40, and I'm 40 years old, and that's my life path scripture. I was told in 2016 and 2017, correct, yeah, and a lot of stuff. UNB. So there was a lot. So I was warned about it back then. And I try to warn people. I try to warn all of you. I try to tell people on Twitter back then. So some of you may be following me and have been following me. And I tried warning all of you. If you started following me, now you're learning it. But I've been bringing it up since back then. But I was still kind of brainwashed and religious until 2019. Around 2021 and 2022, I started realizing things, but it wasn't until I became vegan, fully realized compassion, fully realized the connection that the other got me towards. I was trying to do it before that, and I was doing good since 2019. I finally was authentic. But spiritually, I needed to wake up in other ways to question everything or be aware of everything, of possibilities, and I did.
Corruption.
Yeah, corruption. There was a lot of corruption. So someone finally bringing up to me my friend, I would say my friend that's on, here, I'm going to send it over to him. I'm going to send this to them. Bear with me. We're going to send this over to my friend. Get this out to people. Let's get it out to them.
Two.
Yeah, we're going to do two. We're going to do that. I could send it to other people. For now, we're going to talk about this. So basically, there's a lot that's going on. So friends sent me different stuff. They said Utah bans fluoride in drinking water, and I was like, yes, I started cheering because I tried to tell people this back in 2015 when I caught on to stuff. I tried to tell people about chlorine and what chlorine does. And technically, chlorine is considered a chemical weapon in other countries where people throw it in your face and stuff. So why are we swimming in it in our pools? So I'm for saltwater pools and holistic stuff. I've been trying to tell people this since 2015, but others have been trying to tell people for longer. But I did it authentically and genuinely because I'm about health. I grew up with disabilities and things, so I've always been trying to make sure I can find a way to repair or work through the problems that were done to me since birth that they're putting in your foods and your jabs and all of you. Hurrah. Yeah, thanks. So they actually tried everything they did to me at birth, they're now trying to do to all of you. So I had a hole in the heart at birth. I had all these other things, and I wondered why, and it had to do with the water pollution, other things they did in Bend, Utah. I caught on to the waterways, but then they started putting it into the regular supply. Then everybody is doing it everywhere else, and people didn't realize what they're freaking doing. Yeah, that's how I felt. It was an effort. And so the whole situation was, the whole system was corrupt. So we can request no fluoride when we go to the dentist here, but we also need it banned completely. I agree with that. Someone just said that to me in a message. Yes, I agree with that.
Thinking about.
Because it messes with your brain cognition, everybody. Yeah, I'm an empath too, so I know what you're all saying. I'm thinking, yes, it needs to be banned.
Little label.
Now, if it's natural reoccurring, that's different. If it's natural reoccurring like fluoride or things like that, like a stone or crystal, that's a different thing than chemical water. Okay? Natural reoccurring fluoride is different than them putting it into your supply. Let nature decide where it goes, not us. And get it out of certain places. Fluoride has its purpose, but not for their chemical created fluoride. That's different. See, people don't realize that GMOs and chemical creations are different than natural creations. Kind of like natural alcohol versus chemically created alcohol. There's a different component, different creation, synthetic versus natural. Natural is actually healthier for you in some quantities compared to the unnatural of anything. I'm not talking about alcohol, I'm talking about anything that is natural is better for you than the unnatural chemical creations. Yes, I'm very wise. And do you want to know why I'm wise? Because I don't freaking drink freaking chloride, people, or drink freaking chloroform or all that other stuff that they've been putting in the water. And I don't freaking drink or brush my teeth with freaking fluoride. I do holistic toothpaste stuff, or I do holistic stuff. I do no BS. Yeah, I do not, which is no BS. Those little tablet things. Those actually help calm my body a lot more. So I'm just telling you right now. Hi, more Twitter people. Here in Utah, and I don't talk about politics, okay? This is something I'm just bringing up because I'm proud of it. I bring up holistic knowledge. This goes into the category of holistic knowledge, okay? So I'm in Utah. I'm in Bountiful, Utah. And I just heard from my Canadian friend last night that they banned fluoride in the water, and I cheered. I had no clue about this because I don't watch the news or do anything because the news is sown casters. Newscasters, sown casters. They're freaking spell workers. And they're all in it for themselves or their programming to program everybody. Ever seen They Live? The They Live show? Enjoy waking up to that. Most of you have now. Most of you are waking up because now March 30th has happened and things are occurring. Okay, so what else are we looking at?
You are capable.
You are capable. Yes, I am, and so are you. Okay, so here we go.
No.
So it says, no, I'm not for the guy. Who? I'm not for freaking crazy Cox, dude.
Martin.
I'm not for him. I don't agree with everything he does because he's a freaking Mormon dude. But Utah becomes first U.S. state to ban fluoride in its water. He's been shipping cows and doing all sorts of stuff to cows and things. I'm not for Governor Cox or whatever the crazy politician guy is. But the fact that they are publicly finally banning it, that's the first thing that they have done that's good. The wedding's off. Public water, despite scientists supporting its use. Utah bans fluoride in public water, despite scientists supporting its use. No, scientists, no. Here's the thing. Cause and effect science tells you not to. So they're trying to tell you their scientific game system will tell you not to, but their actual science confirms that over time, it does harm you. Over time, fluoride will affect you. And it messes with your brain cells. People know this. Everybody's been aware of this. Fluoride is not what people thought it was. In fact, I didn't know until I stopped bathing in the freaking fluoride stuff. I wanted to have filtered showers and other things. And as soon as I did that, I started growing more hair. I didn't lose my hair. I also stopped eating chicken and other stuff because there's actually stuff at the University of Utah that freaking Donnie Osmond brought on a radio show that he had. I don't know if he's still on that in Utah. I don't listen to the radio or any news here in Utah. But he basically, because I learned about frequencies and things, and I learned the brain waves that they're putting through radio signals when you listen to public radio or any of that. And when you listen to music, the radio signals, microwave frequencies, all of that. I caught on to it. I woke up before the rest of you did because I stopped drinking freaking fluoride. I stopped drinking chloride. I stopped drinking out of plastic bottles. I started doing things that I caught on to because I had a health problem that almost unalived me. I almost unalived. I have to say unalived on TikTok. I don't know about YouTube, but I'm going to say unalived just to be safe. But the whole thing is, I almost had that happen to me. And I was able to reverse it because I caught on to it. I had an abduction experience in 2015 on the 27th of September on a freaking Sunday, loss of time, and realized that this world is different than what we've been told. At that time, I was still religious, so I was thinking maybe it was a demon, maybe it wasn't, and I didn't want to believe it was because they got startled. And you would think that a bad being wouldn't get startled if you see it, but it did. It had emotion, it had feelings, and it made me realize that this being is just being used. And then I realized that other things happen, and this whole realm is lying to us about what this realm is. I then tried to figure things out and figure out what my health was doing. I was honest to my doctors, and I told them that I woke up at one time where I feel someone may have injected me in my sleep from a MyLab connection, that I think it's connected to the base up in the mountains, and I told them to write that down in a report. I told them to write that down in a medical report. I took it to a judge, got disability and everything because of me standing up for my rights. Yep, for my needs. I don't like being on the system in that way. I try to get out of it, but they keep trying to isolate me and stop me from getting out of it. They try to stop anybody from hearing my information or any of that. But I started being vegan, and I was being heard a lot more. I started speaking out because you and others have the right to hear it, no matter what class system I or anybody is. Okay? The truth is the truth, and you need to hear it from whoever has it. Let's see. And so I started, my IQ went higher because I started getting away from it, but I still have physical health. I have metal in my back and leg I still have to work around, that they did to me at 13 years old for the back, and like 5 or 6 years old for the left leg. I've had foot surgery, arm surgery. I've had all sorts of surgeries. I won't do that anymore. I'm about meditation now, water science, and more. Hold on. Let's see. Thank you for your good thoughts and prayers. Yeah. Well,
Sure. 11.
All right, here we go.
I'm a
11.
Stuff coming out. I'm amazed. I know it's a lot of stuff that's coming out. It's amazing. I've been telling people this for a long time, and I was told that something would happen by April. Guess what? It's happening. You're all waking up. Do you want to know why? Because the astrology changes happen. We've been in a delusional state of control since 2011. Okay, a little bit longer than that, but we started waking up to things in 2001. We had the knowledge what to do, wake ourselves up, and to help everybody wake up. But then they put it on a gag order for more than 20 years. Now we're at the point where we're past the 20-year mark, where usually every 10 years or 20 years, they're supposed to bring in the new knowledge that they learned 20 years ago. It's delayed. They delayed it because of the political game systems they were trying to do. And their depopulation agendas, the NASA work plan, and all of that. You can look at stopthecrimes.net. Yep, I said it. Now, all of that information told you what's going on with the water supply, what's going on with the food, what they did with fluoride, what they've been doing. So now we're waking up, everybody. Waking up. It's waking up. And so just so you know, this live stream here on Twitter, X, and YouTube, I'm only going to go for an hour. I'm going to do some tuning fork stuff. And the spirits are very talkative right now.
30.
No.
Yeah, you're 30. But there's a lot going on.
Sick.
If someone's sick, oh, someone's being dirty. They're saying one of you is dirty. Oh, they're telling me that they're hearing your thoughts, and they're telling me that you're dirty, and they hear your dirty thoughts. They're saying, oh, sick.
That I did.
No, not all of you. They said there's someone, and there's 3 of you on Twitter right now watching. So one of you is doing it, maybe more than one. Now that I brought up that one of you is doing it, maybe more than one of you is doing it. Okay, there's 3 of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, they heard you. They're telling you they heard you. Okay, so hold on, I'm trying to.
The order.
Let's get the order. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there is something I needed to bring up. So, guess what also happened? There was there's some cool things that happen. Okay, so there's been a lot of connections. So this is 174. Tuning for it. I go through all of them. I have two that's not on the list because I use one, but I like to share this one because this is important.
Big one.
But anyway, right now we're going to have things that are going to happen by, I want to say by the 17th, we're going to have things happen by the 24th. But what I would say is by May 2nd is one of the, yeah, and May 15th. I would say those two would probably be important to be aware of. So the 2nd of May and May 15th and May 27th, by May 27th. Yeah, so there's a lot of different stuff. This is 174. Yeah, 174 is the longer one. Tuning for it. Someone left you? This is stuff that the spirits have bought through the spirit box. They confirm that something's going to happen by April 1st.
I'm touching your hand.
You're touching my hand? You're saying they're touching my hand. Are you touching my hand or someone else's hand?
Sure.
Sure. Okay. They said they left me, and then something about being sick, and they left me, and then I'm touching your hand. Train station, yeah. So they said that there's a change occurring. They brought up, I had dreams or premonitions that told me something would happen in New York, and that it would free me from something that's been happening here in Utah. That whatever happens in New York is going to affect things that happen here in Utah. The fact that Utah was the first to ban fluoride is the coolest thing that they ever did.
I am Bellatrix.
174. And I think they're just trying to get. I think they're trying to get the good vote for those of us who've been trying to win a vote. I think they're trying to. I think Cox is just trying to win a vote. But here's the thing about him. He promoted shipping cows, figuring out their moods so that they could milk him on a platform. And so I'm not for Cox for his little game 15-minute city stuff. I think that's what that guy is doing.
Did you?
Yeah, but the idea that he or others, part of them, banned fluoride in the water, that's the first thing he did. Maybe he's done other stuff, but that's the first thing I've heard he's done that I agree with. Or that his connection did.
Nice.
Being the first state. Now other states are looking into it and deciding. But I'll be honest with you, Idaho was already doing it.
Please.
So Utah wasn't the first state. They were just the first state to ban it. Utah, but Idaho has places where they won't allow fluoride in the water. Based on what I've seen. I haven't really looked in to see if he was the one that did it, or I just keep seeing his picture as if it's connected to that, to him.
That's fine.
Yeah, I have friends from there. I'm actually in Utah, Bountiful, Utah. So the fact that they said that they're not doing that anymore, they need to do more with other chemicals. They need to get, they need to make sure the chloroform is out of the waters. They need to make sure, yeah, it's horrible what they've done to our waters. They need to get rid of the chloroform. They need to get rid of the chloride, chlorine, um, calcium chloride. Yeah, calcium chloride is not good. They try to act like it is. It's white caking substance. What they need to do is start doing copper piping and silver and gold again. And glass connections in the other one. This is 285.
I did. Resume.
I've been trying to tell people since 2015 about freaking fluoride when I caught on to it. And I've been trying to tell people about chlorine for longer, that I react to chlorine more, but I never knew why. And then I told people, do you know what? That's why they don't consider chlorine and fluoride an allergic substance, because it's a chemical substance and it's designed to harm you. When people didn't realize that that substance can harm you, and they said, oh, in big quantities. Well, why would you want to drink it in little quantities if big quantities hurts you? That doesn't make freaking sense.
Beach. Don't have any. To me.
And so it builds up over time. It's like, well, if you eat too much of anything, well, here's the thing. So if you all want to be like Princess Bride and get a substance protection, but that substance protection damages your pineal gland over time, why would you keep on taking it? Like, let me ask you this. Would you drink hot steaming lava, or would you drink liquid nitrogen? And people are like, no, I'm not going to do that. Well, why wouldn't you? Because it's going to hurt me immediately. Oh, okay. Well, so it's okay to go for something that doesn't hurt you immediately and hurts you over time. Why don't you just go for something that never hurts you, that is supposed to repair you and help nurture your body, rather than damaging it over time? That's a freaking depopulation agenda. That's a control your lifespan substance. It's like legal drugging you. Now, here's the thing about magma and seawater. So you can turn in magma rock after the lava and the seawater turns into it, and it can turn into CGO powder, which can then go into water and be kind of like plasma water, a healing water substance. And so it gets rid of negative, positive, it gets rid of positively charged toxins out of your bloodstream of heavy metals. And that's zeolite zeoboost. Those are good. Yeah, and Himalaya salt and Celtic salt. Yeah, it can be. It's nasty. You put it in water, it's powdery, but it tastes like clay, like with water. It just tastes like powder and water. It doesn't taste that bad. It really doesn't have a taste to it to me. But it gets rid of positively charged toxins out of it. Of metal. You can look up Zeo Boost and Zeolite. I caught on to that.
hear my voice.
And didn't you know in biblical teachings that they talked about taking mud and putting it on your eyes, or taking of the earth substances, solid the earth, and putting them on your eyes, or drinking and taking in, that actually that heals you? There's studies and knowledge of miracles happening before going in water and mud and of the ground. They used to put mud on cuts and everything. They used to do all sorts of stuff of those minerals because they would heal you. They would help repair you naturally.
Today.
Can't remember.
Lily.
Able to.
So you can do that. You can do that with charcoal. There's all sorts of knowledge now on that. And so but fluoride in them, they're a substance of chemical creation to harm you or to deliberately, cognitively damage you. They're chemically created, not naturally. The natural reoccurrence is already in the mud and everything else, so just use that.
We fight the darkness.
Hey, thanks for fighting the darkness. I appreciate it. Is that Sehu in them? 285. Yeah, I get a really good beam. So I just did 285. So we're going to go to one that's not on the list. That's muscles. It's 324. We'll just do that for a little bit.
Away.
I love the frequencies because I caught on to frequencies with water, and water is within you. When you do the right frequencies, sacred geometry flow, you heal yourself naturally. You take in the right foods, yep. You go vegan, you go challenge22.com knowledge. You reverse a lot of stuff. You heal a lot of stuff. What about the wife?
Me.
About.
Yeah, they bring up a lot of knowledge. All right, let's do this. Get them all. What about get them all? Here we go.
Can you?
View canoe. Okay, what about the ball? Alright, here we go. That's 324. Ruin. Oh, they like the runes or I think that's what they're talking about. The Tibetan symbol that I have has runes or messages or connections to it, has water in it. They say it helps open portals. It's connected to other things I'm wearing. The amulets with the bowl somehow brings in right beings that are connected to me that help bring in the right connections. Yeah, they're bringing up ruins.
One here.
There's symbols on the bowl, in the bowl, around the bowl, and everything.
Buy it.
I had some really cool dreams last night. It was kind of creepy. It was crazy. It was like I was in some kind of game system last night where I was trying to play some kind of game to find people or to play. It felt like I was in some kind of championship video game, but within my dreams. Some form of different groups trying to win some form of astral realm battle, like a video game and then someone's tried to come after me to take things from me, but I showed them what I really am, and so they didn't, and they respected me for that. And they gave me a paper to try to take things from me, and I said, nope, not going to work. And then I told them what I really am, and then and then there was a guy that dressed up like Darth Vader in the dream that tried to use the Force on me, and I used the Force back to him. And then some kind of hypnotic music that was going on. It was kind of interesting. It was very entertaining. So I think I was quantum entangling in a connection with someone last night. It was really cool. I actually enjoyed it.
I didn't know.
You are compassionate.
Percent.
Seeing through someone's gameplay or focus of what they were doing in some kind of, I don't know, someone was playing some kind of VR game connection, and I was seeing through what they were going through and what they were doing. Something about getting a card, and something about going to some form of storage location, that he would be a tech person for that kind of storage, outdoor storage, or what do you call it? Container location where people bring stuff off of a boat. What do you ever call it? Anyway, so I was somehow helping navigate to stop certain things happening in the dream sleep. It's pretty cool. Very vivid, very real. I don't know why I would even have that connection last night, but I did. I don't have dreams like others. I have astral projection, remote viewing, and quantum entanglement dreaming. That's what I have. So I don't dream normal like others. I actually see the future or entangle in seeing others' experiences and thoughts. I'm an earth angel. Chosen one. That's the best way I can describe it.
She's dangerous.
That's why I caught on to fluoride and chlorine and stuff since 2015. I woke up to stuff, realized what was going on. 2017 showed me what's going on even more. But I tried to warn people when I caught on to it in 2016 and on. I tried to warn people about the water, warn people about what's really going on. In 2017 and on, I've realized the chemicals creation they're doing to our water and foods. So it was about 2018-19 that I really caught on to what's being done.
So happy. Problem with.
I'm the one that got it to be told to everybody, we need to stop this. People finally listened to me, and it seems like now the governor has done what I have been telling people to do for 2015. To get that crap out of our water supply, out of our toothpaste, out of our freaking products. Because it's a game system abuse. The fact that Utah was the first to do it, and they did it in April, I don't care who freaking did it. I'm proud of them doing that at least.
Drain.
Student.
Well, and it's not really April. It's actually the fact that it's March or the end of March that it gets cold. And now April is the time that I was told things would start happening for me. I was told that it could happen right before April, and it did. Something was going to happen after the 30th. I would hear stuff, and things would occur after the 30th, and they have. Today, now I heard it on the day right before April started. The fact that they implemented it in March, that means in April they'll implement it, or they should.
The job off, the job off, the job off, the job off, the job off.
Well, maybe they already have. Some people say they already have. So I don't care. As long as it's been done, we're good. Stop this psycho game system everybody's doing. Whoever's stopping it, thank you. Doesn't mean I agree with everything that they are doing or that they have signed off on, because I'm not. You move things. 417. This is for facilitates change. Okay, I'll do the book. I'm not for anything that they're doing. Everything that they're doing. Only the good things that anybody does, no matter what side is doing. They're doing good. I'm for the good. I'm a holistic vegan. I'm a challenge22.com dude. Go vegan for the animals and for this world. Be compassionate for all beings. I'm not for GMO, controls, chemical, or any of that. I almost unalived, and so of course I'm going to bring up this stuff. Yeah, veganism. Thank you for something. You're proud?
They will scratch.
They will scratch. Well, here's the thing. We're not talking about survival here. If anybody tries to scratch me or hurt me, if an animal tries to come at me or a human, I'm going to defend myself just like I would with anybody, or to whatever I feel to do so. I'll either get away from it or I'll defend myself. Whatever I decide to do at the time. Whatever I feel comfortable to do. I'm actually a peacemaker, so I don't like to hurt anybody. But if I feel to react and I choose to react, I take responsibility for myself for defending myself or standing up for myself. So 528.
Have a lot of with me.
I really don't.
Trading.
What about the treaty? We keep bringing up about the treaty. 528. Treaty to vote? What about the treaty to vote? What the crap are you talking about? Treaty to vote. 432 is miracle tone of nature. So the whole thing is there's a game system that this whole world is a Truman Show Matrix world. So I just choose to be authentic. Anyway, this game system is crazy. 432 is miracle tone of nature.
Her name is. One here.
I'm going.
Main Street.
639. Oh, and by the way, within my connection.
Reason.
Yeah, now everybody's freaking happy about the ban on fluoride. Like everybody's like cheering here in Utah. Even the Morbidity friends of mine.
Do you know?
Oh, he's asking me for. A friend is asking me something. Hold on.
Be lonely. Pudding sauce, pudding sauce, pudding sauce, pudding sauce, pudding sauce. And rest, and rest, and rest, and rest, and rest.
And visit, and visit, and visit, and visit, and visit.
I think I decided what I'm going to do.
Brown eyes.
I have an idea. Oh, hey, how's it going, people? Ah, someone's on YouTube. Welcome, whoever's on YouTube. They said, come visit. And if you're on YouTube, you can send me a message, and it should come through Restream. It said do that, yeah. 639. 639. Bills. Oh.
Poetic.
Poetic. So 639 builds relationships.
Did you hear me?
If I can't. My nap.
Now, someone in YouTube came in and then they ran away. So basically, what's happening is now that certain stuff have occurred, Hill's relationship. So I'm just freaking happy that certain things are occurring. Oh yeah, let me see something.
I don't.
Gloria.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, sort of. So certain stuff is about to happen this April.
Talk.
I just don't know when it's going to happen. Gloria. Yeah, hi, Gloria. So, did I hear you? Are you trying to talk to someone, Gloria, or are you trying to talk to me? They said brown eyes. So I have some brown eyes within my pupil and some other connection. But if one of you have brown eyes, they could be talking to you. Are you talking to me, Gloria? She's speaking. Oh, okay. She is. So what do you want, Gloria?
I've been here 100 years.
You've been here 100 years. Wow.
I'm not.
It's smart.
Right. It's over.
Okay, so Gloria, is there something you want to talk to me about other than that? Just small talk about who you are?
Credit.
Ting a little. The 741 is Awakens Intuition.
3 days.
3 day? What about 3 day?
Flashing.
Flashing? What are you flashing? Oh, by the way, I'm going to be going in about 6 minutes almost. In about 6 minutes, I'm going to go. A little less than 6 minutes. I'm trying to go at the hour mark for the recording of this live stream. When I do that, I'm going to go on TikTok. So if you want to see the rest of this live stream, I don't know how it's going to be on TikTok, but I decided I'm going to do an hour here, and then I'm going to do an hour there.
This was my home.
Something about flashing, and this is my home. They said flashing and something about this is my home. They're saying that someone's doing some flashing, or you just saw some flashing, or whatever you were seeing flashing. they're saying that was an alert or indication to you to look at or recognize something that relates to showing their home in that flashing connection.
How are you?
To vote for.
You mean?
Okay, also, I'm going to bring up to whoever's on YouTube, welcome. I'm about to go off of this, and I'm going to go on TikTok. So if you're following me on TikTok, you're at 12. I'm going to go there for an hour, and then I'll do some frequencies there.
Rosa.
Yeah, because I need to make sure I do some stuff on TikTok.
Do you that?
I didn't.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to switch things around here. If you want to.
You a
Do a mirror. Oh, I'll do a mirror. Hi. Who wants to? Hi, how's it going? I have a mirror right by me.
Despair.
You're sad?
Yeah.
Well, bliss you, spirit. So 852 is. Okay, here we go. We're going to do the 963, and then we're going to finish the live after I do this for a little bit. For about 3 minutes or under 3 minutes.
For my what? Explain. Please.
Yeah, so go to my Samuel Spirit 12 TikTok, and then you'll get my other half. I'm only going to do an hour on YouTube and Twitter on Monday, Wednesday, Thursdays from now on. The other half will be on TikTok. Lover.
We one girl.
We one girl. It said lover.
Thing.
This is called someone a lover.
But I can't.
Terrifying.
Terrifying? Who's lover? Who are you calling your... Who's calling your lover? This one girl. They keep calling one girl a lover. They said this one girl... They said this one girl is my lover.
Choose.
Well, I can't choose.
Goodbye.
One.
They're saying goodbye. So they're saying that one of you, that's if you're a lady, they're saying that this girl is this one girl, they're calling you a lot, that something about a lover.
And now
The last.
Well, they could be talking about one of you.
Is that?
I don't know if any of you are all dudes or all girls or who's watching right now.
It's a good.
Kiss them good, vanilla. Kiss them good, vanilla. 963. Okay, this is really funny. Okay, I'm gonna go finish that up. Thank you, everybody. I'm gonna head out in just a minute here, or less than a minute. Bliss you, grace be with you. Thanks for enjoying the show and enjoy the shift. I will be going on TikTok. My handle there is Samuel Spirit 12. Go on TikTok to see that. Hopefully, I'll be able to. We'll see how that goes. Grace be with you. Take care. Enjoy the shows and enjoy the shifts, and infinite rising to you all. And I am so happy. Thank you, universe. Thank you, Utah, for banning freaking fluoride in the water. Long time. Should have done it a long time ago. Grace be with y'all. Take care.
The attack, the attack, the attack, the attack, the attack, the attack.
You want it.
Ask me anything.
If I can't. Good. Because.
Later. Meet you.
No.
Now they need to do it to the products too. Grace be with y'all. Are you sure you want
Ask
this?
her.
Yes. See ya. TikTok, Samuel Spirit 12.
No.
Infinite rising to you all, and grace be with you.
I'm go.